Hi guys, today we're going to be chatting skincare. I want to tell you about 5 different things that I've been loving lately. I've got a mask slash treatment for everybody, whether you have dry skin, oily skin, acne prone skin, textured skin, your skin just needs a little bit of a boost, a little something for everybody because my skin has been so all over the place lately. So these are a bunch of treatments and masks that I've been loving. I will have a playlist down below of other skincare content if you're looking for SPFs, moisturizers, things like that. And if you enjoy this type of video, be sure to subscribe, but let's go ahead and get started. So let's start with the item that I actually bought a while ago and only recently took it out of the box because I hate to follow instructions. Like I hate reading instructions, and I think that was the barrier to entry to trying this product, but it's actually not complicated. I'm just lazy. But what it is the Philosophy Micro Delivery Resurfacing Peel. So it's a 2-step process. I posted about this on Instagram maybe 2 months ago, and I got such a huge response. And it's interesting because I feel like I never heard much about it. Perhaps it was like years ago that it was much more in, but so many people messaged me and said either that they loved it or they've been dying to try it. So I want to give it my absolute stamp of approval. How it works, it has peptides, it has vitamin C, which is very brightening, lactic acid, which is great for the surface of the skin, and then salicylic acid, which is going to get a little bit deeper and great for those of us who have acne and oily prone skin. So what you do is you put down step number 1. This is the vitamin C and peptide resurfacing crystals. So these have a little bit of texture to them, and then you leave that on for about a minute or two. Read the instructions, don't listen to me before you do it. Then you move on to step number 2, which is the lactic and salicylic acid activating gel. You put that on and leave it on for, I believe, a minute or 2. I don't find that this burns my skin. It doesn't feel harsh, but I am quite used to using quite a few acids on my face, so it's going to depend, of course, if you have a more sensitive skin type. Definitely do your research before using any of these products. And I was really kind of using this. I was doing it on like a Friday night or a Sunday evening sort of thing as like a treatment. This is not something that you do very often, but my skin after I used this, so soft, so smooth, but not in a way that felt like tight or dry or like it had stripped my skin. It really, really does something. Like it is a very, very effective treatment. And especially, I'm not sure where you're living, but in Toronto, we've moved into the gray zone, which somehow is different than lockdown, which somehow is different than the red. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just staying home until further notice. But I will say that this has definitely given me the boost that I'm looking for when I really want to feel, first of all, I love the physical feeling of the crystals. Like, I love a physical scrub as much as everybody says not to do it. It feels so good. So you get that kind of physical feeling, but then you're actually getting the chemical exfoliation as well. So really, really love this. I think it's a great buy and does what it says. Up next, let's chat about a mask that I really love. Great for those of us that have normal, oily, combo, acne-prone skin if you love a clay mask. This is from Innisfree, and they are a Korean skincare brand. I feel like they do not get enough love. Maybe they do. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong places. But they make a great products. They've got a huge range no matter what you're looking for, and you can find them on their website. They've got stores here in Toronto. I've seen them on Amazon as well, some maybe Yes Style as well. I can't totally remember, but there are a bunch of ways to get your hands on it. This is the pore clearing clay mask, and the number one reason that I like this is it doesn't leave my skin feeling tight and dry. So they don't recommend it for dry skin, but even if you do have dry skin and you might want to spot treat somewhere on your face, this could be a good option because you don't get that dry down and that really tight, crackly feeling, which I used to really, really love and seek out back in the days of putting like lemons and salt and rubbing alcohol on my face. But I'm older now and perhaps slightly wiser, so I try to find things that feel a little bit less harsh. So I really like this. They claim that it is good for, like I said, normal, oily combo. Let me double check. Yeah, it says it gently exfoliates, deep cleanses, minimizes the look of pores over time, and it just feels really, really good when my skin is misbehaving and I want to kind of treat it. Sometimes I'll even follow up with a moisturizing mask after the fact, but I think it's really great, and I feel like Innisfree does not get enough love, so definitely a great option to check out if you are having some breakouts. So the next mask has really come in handy. It's the newest one to me, and for those of you who have really dry skin, I think you're gonna love this one. The Toronto winters have done an absolute number on my face and my body and everything. I'm from Newfoundland, where we get a lot of snow, but snow and cold are not synonymous. So, or is that the way I should say it? But basically Toronto has very cold, dry winters, not a ton of snow, and Newfoundland has, like, I would shovel in a t-shirt sometimes. I mean, that's very Canadian. It's not actually t-shirt weather for those of you who live in warm places, but anyways, it was a lot more moisture in the air. So since moving here, my skin really goes haywire in the winter time, and on top of that, staying home all the time hasn't helped. So this is a newer mask, but really loving it, and this is the Dermalogica Melting Moisture Mask for extreme moisture for dry skin. Now, if you have super oily skin, you're like hate the feeling of anything oily on your face, you're gonna hate this, but I've really come around to loving that feeling, especially if it's at night, you know what I mean? So this says it's extremely moisturizing and elegantly transforms from a balm to an oil to help restore dry skin. And I will say, the way this comes out of the packaging, it's unpleasant. It's unpleasant. You pump it and it just kind of worms its way out because it's a balm. It almost has like a cleansing balm texture, but it's coming out of a pump. So fair enough. It's just kind of funny, but what it is it has that really balm thick texture, and then as you work it into the skin, it almost becomes like an oil. And I believe that they recommend to do what? Yeah, put it on your skin, leave it on, and then towel off excess if necessary. I've mostly just kind of, if I do my skincare like earlier and earlier as the days go on, sometimes I'm doing my nighttime skincare at 5. So by the time this has, you know, absorbed into my skin, by the time I want to go to bed, if you want to put this on your face and go straight to bed, you may run into some problems. So you could treat it as a mask. You could kind of do it as like an overnight mask. It's up to you. I've done it both ways, but just a heads up, she's very thick and very oily, but that's not a bad thing. It's got shea butter in there, vitamin E, and a linoleic, what is it? Linoleic, perhaps, acid to help nourish the skin. So I really like this. It's brand new from them. I really do enjoy Dermalogica skincare, so a great option if you're looking for some intense, good, thick moisture. So this next product I was so excited to see when it came out from Paula's Choice. I love anytime a brand combines an AHA and a BHA under the same packaging, under the same roof. I'm pumped. So this is the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 25% AHA plus 2% BHA exfoliating peel. Now, Paula's Choice is very well known for their BHA toner. I love it. I've used it on and off for years. People have great results. And a BHA, something like, in this case, it's a salicylic acid. It's going to get a little bit deeper into the skin, into the sebum glands, I believe it is. It helps with oils, breakouts, acne-prone skin. And AHA, in this case, I believe they're using glycolic and lactic acid and mandelic. That's going to deal with the top layer of the skin, so things like dark spots, texture. So I love having the combination, because if you're going to mix it on your own from 2 different brands, you may run into problems. So it's nice when a brand already formulates it, and I really trust and love Paula's Choice. So I was glad that they came out with this. It also has like a fun purple iridescent texture. Once you rub it into your skin, it kind of goes away. But yeah, so this has glycolic acid, lactic acid, mandelic, salicylic. But I will say, like, obviously, if you have a really sensitive skin type, like, I'm not totally sure. Like, they say it's good for all skin types. If you're going to get it from anybody, get it from Paula's Choice. But it says the BHA blend helps to unclog pores, decongest enlarged pores, and the AHA blend addresses the advanced signs of aging. So it really kind of does a little bit of everything. I would use this about once or twice a week at most. How often do they recommend it? Yeah, once per week. So use this once per week. So this would be kind of like your instead of using the Philosophy, perhaps reach for something like this. But I think it's really great. It's a rinse off treatment. You put it on your face just for 10 minutes. So super simple and a great way to get that added boost. If you're not using acids during the week, this would be a great way just to get that little boost in once a week to ensure you're getting in there and either tackling things that the BHA may need, or you're getting at dark spots, things like that. Or if you are using acids throughout the week, this could be a good way just to get a little bit of an added boost, but make sure you're giving yourself a little bit of space. You don't want to over acid it. Acids got like so hot and popular, and then we're all like destroying our moisture barriers in the process probably. So just be careful with products like that. But I haven't had any issues with breakouts or peeling or anything from any of these products. That's why they're my faves. Then the last mask that I want to mention is an overnight mask, and I think this is something that literally everybody could use, because we all probably need some hydration, or a lot of us. Like, you can be oily and dehydrated. There's a whole host of reasons why adding moisture into your routine, no matter what type of skin issues you're trying to tackle, if you don't have your moisture barrier, if you don't have good hydration in your skin, similar to like if you're skipping out on using SPF, then all your good work will be for naught. So this is a great option to use in between or even after some of those more acidic treatments. It's from Indie Labs, which they're a Canadian brand available at Shoppers Drug Mart. This is their In Circadian Night Mask. This has been out for a little while. I've been using it and loving it since last year or the year before. It's phthalate-free, silicone-free, fragrance-free, colorant-free, mineral oil-free, vegan, not tested on animals, Canadian, again. And this says it's for intense hydration, apply on to cleansed skin, leave overnight, or you could do it as like a moisture mask and leave it on for 15 or 20 minutes. The difference between this and the Dermalogica that I mentioned is this has more of a lotion texture. So if you're looking for a little bit of hydration, for example, if you're someone like me who tends to have more combo or oily skin, but you're still dehydrated, or it's the winter or whatever it is, you're using more harsh products, this is such a great option because you're getting quite intense hydration, but you're not getting that balmy, oily feel that I know is not for everybody. So I would recommend this to all skin types. I think it's a great boost. Like they said, to either use, you could use this as makeup prep and put it on for 15 minutes and wipe it away. I generally use it as like an overnight mask. And I know people like complain about overnight masks. Like, it's just a name, you know, call it an intense hydrator, call it a night cream, like whatever, I don't care. I do enjoy lots of overnight masks, so I don't feel like it's particularly gimmicky. I'm not stuck on like the name being annoying to me or anything, but I think that this is so fabulous, and I absolutely feel a difference when I wake up after using this. My skin feels more plump, it feels more hydrated, and I think it's a really great option and a great price too, and available at Ulta if you're in the US and Boots if you're in the UK, so lots of you can pick it up. So that is everything from me. I hope you enjoyed this and found it helpful. Let me know down below what masks and treatments you've been loving lately, and have you been doing more or less? In my mind, I want to be doing more because it's like self-care, we're staying home, but at the same time I'm like, every day is the same and I can barely tell when it's the weekend anymore, so I haven't been keeping up as much as I want to, but I definitely got to get back, and I'm dying to use that Philosophy peel. It's been a little while. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!